Okay, so today we are going to cover Halloween email campaigns, growing more profits this holiday. And the point of this masterclass is to help you guys ensure that your Halloween email marketing looks devilishly good, as well as give you great campaign ideas to utilize. My name is Madeline Oliver. I am an email marketing expert, consultant in email marketing and automation. I've been working in the corporate industry for 5 or 6 years now. I have my MBA, and what my goal is and my services revolve around in terms of my consulting packages are helping entrepreneurs streamline their email marketing, get established, and get their business running as a well-oiled machine using the power of automation and email marketing. So we will skip the introductions in the chat box today, but I would like to hear from you guys at the end if you have any questions. So here's what you'll get out of today. We're going to ensure that your Halloween email marketing looks good, how to create emails that build up suspense around the holiday, how to customize your email marketing, and then learning how to adapt email marketing for a lot of uncommon industries that maybe might not seem so straightforward, like as product-based or e-commerce industries, and then some email subject lines. So for Halloween email marketing, the main thing that you're going to leave this masterclass with is a lot of different campaign ideas to dress up your emails and also to improve your metrics. We're going to be pulling and looking at different examples from different companies. So with that, I'm going to dive right in. And the first thing that I want you guys to think about when it comes to holiday email marketing, especially around Halloween, is to at least include a trick and treat in your Halloween emails. Bring the flavor of Halloween into your emails. That's the first thing. So in looking at this postable example, what they did to Halloweenify their email content is they added a fun GIF in their email to catch your attention. They provided an incentive with 15% off and a themed code, treat 15. That's cute and clever. And this email example with this GIF in particular, it's a little hysterical. So it's a great way to give your customer a good laugh. Also cleverly encourages free brand marketing. They have their brand name in the logo. And I'm sure if you were to get this email, you would be kind of talking with your friends about this GIF and how funny it is and unique that you had this email marketing type experience with this brand. So there's a little word of mouth going on there too. So how to ensure your Halloween email marketing looks devilishly good, starting with the copy. I like this example from Mango because they have a cute little copy above their Mango Kids logo that says a frightening selection. So that's just another way you can tease and add clever copy around the holiday to your email campaign. Now this email all in all is really elegant, it's clean. As you can see, it's a white background, and so the black font for and color for the copy really stands out and it's eye-catching. They continue to bring the spooky theme into the paragraph copy, which I love here, which is ghouls and vampires have found their way into our selection of garments for Halloween. They're describing their selection of clothing in stop, but they're doing it with a spooky theme, right? To help just bring more intrigue, and this is more clickbait type of copy that you would want to bring into your email. I also love how they have shop girl and shop boy, so that you can clearly, if you have boys or if you have girls, you don't have to waste your time searching in that selection. You can just go straight to it. So that's another thing too, is think about how can you save your customer or your reader time and just give them links that are straight to the point. How to create Halloween emails that build up the suspense. I'm using this example from Pull & Bear, and the reason why is because they offer a great mystery deal. And a mystery deal is a great way to keep your subscribers hooked and get them to visit your website. They invite the customers to play a virtual scratch game to win a discount. So they're spicing up their emails with a sense of mystery. And this, if you did this, this would help improve your click-through rate because you're getting more subscribers tempted to try their luck. And that will translate into more visits to your website for sales. So of course, like I might want to play to win. The other great thing that I like is that if you're going to do something like this, you want to be very clear about the rules of the game. So Pull & Bear is very clear that the discount applies exclusively online on October 30th at the end of purchase. So again, if you're gonna like bring any kind of game to your email content, you just want to be explicitly clear about the rules. Customizing your email, your Halloween email marketing content. So here I'm using a Crate and Barrel example for this Halloween email customization. And the reason why the Crate and Barrel is so great is because, as you can see with the arrow pointing to this grid in the left bottom hand corner, they have all these different pictures of different things you might need if you were planning a party. Now, Crate and Barrel is like a home goods store, right? So their target audience are going to be like moms and people who like to beautify their home, and this couldn't be like throwing a Halloween party or a haunted house party for the holidays, right? And I'm sure if it was Christmas, they would be like doing something similar for throwing a Christmas party. But what they did specifically is, instead of just saying like, here are all of our Halloween goodies for your party, shop Halloween, right? They do have that at the very top, but what they're pointing out in this grid with all these images is all the different things you might need for a Halloween party. So like plates, napkins, popcorn bowls, cauldrons, like decorations. So, and they did this for a specific reason. And that specific reason is that this content is tailored, it's customized, and it's relevant for what they call the time-strapped shopper. So for Crate and Barrel, they've obviously like identified that the time-strapped shopper is a type of ideal shopper. It's an ideal customer for them. It's what I like to call a customer persona. And they've probably grouped this and hopefully segmented from the rest of their audience and master list. And in doing so, they provide links to everything that the time-strapped shopper might need for planning the perfect Halloween party or haunted house last minute. So what they're doing to help make sure that their content is customized and relevant and more engaging, because when you provide more relevant and customized content, you will get more engagement and more clicks. This included having something that was catered to their needs. So catering to the time-strapped shopper needs was just providing quick links to all the things that they could get under pressure in a matter of minutes and not having to like go search Crate and Barrel's website for everything that they're gonna need, right? Because they're time-strapped. So the point of this is, when you are customizing your email marketing for the holidays, you want to think about what you can do that is relevant for your different groups, your different segments in your audience, right? Not just everyone, but different things. So that could be like on-trend topics. If you're a health coach, you might have your audience, let's see, grouped into people who are more just physical fitness versus like eating habits or dietary habits, or maybe like schedule habits, like time optimization and management, right? So you could have like those three different groups and they all have different needs. So like the fitness fitness client is going to want to see like time hacks for like, or different workouts for squeezing in their day. The person with the eating habits is going to want like great new recipes to try. And the person who's time management could be like how to optimize their time throughout the day. So these are all great different trend topics that are going to be relevant to your different customers, and you can Halloweenify them by just kind of doing something similar here. Like the physical fitness person, you could like, you know, like costumes to wear when you're working out, if you've got that kind of like gym, or like you're going to maybe something physical like that, or the eating person, like recipes for a Halloween party, right? So there's all kinds of different ways you can kind of think about how you're customizing the content, email content for your different groups. That could include preferences, everything basically around their needs. And in this case, because it's a holiday, you're going to think about those needs when it comes to the holiday. In this case, it's Halloween, right? So your email should provide a cure for all their pain points. Communicating what you have is what they're looking for. And coaches, this applies to you too. So there is going to be a little bit of brainstorming involved, but if you look at this example and you translate it into your own business and think of, you know, your different customer personas, how they can be grouped, what are the different needs in each of those groups, you can start to think about like how these like topics for email content might be different and customizable, and then how you can like Halloweenify it or holidayify it. So this is the time where you can free the creative monsters. And this is what I like to call the art of email. This is where you can get really creative, and I'm going to show a couple companies that do a really great job of that. Land's End example makes their Halloween email stand out with bold, fresh, innovative content by bringing actually their products to life. So this little like black cat that's made out of clothes, and you can kind of hardly tell at first. I was like, what is that made out of? But it's made out of clothes because they're a clothing company. They bring this little like image is animated in the actual email, and I took a flat screenshot here. So this adds an extra element of like innovativeness, freshness, boldness that will definitely attract the reader's attention. So what I also like is, instead of doing the usual trick or treat or something like that, they did black magic, and they went with like the black cat, right? And I thought that was really cool. It's a different twist to something that's so like generic that we, you know, hear a lot. So like when it comes to Christmas, right, you might think like, oh, well, I'm not all like Santa Claus and stockings. Well, what else happens during Christmas? Maybe there's a more spiritual side to Christmas, right? That you could like bring that twist in to your email content. Another thing that I really liked, and then you can see the little arrow pointing to, is they added a little cute themed poem to give more personality to the email copy. So it reads, broomsticks and cobwebs and old witch's brew, where spellbinding savings till midnight for you. Or it has a little jingle to it, right? So that's just like, again, like a great way to add more personality to their brand. It's short, it's sweet and simple, which I recommend like you go. But at the same time, like it's got a little jingle to it, a little ring to it. It's poetic, and it stands out, right? So it's showing originality, and it's a great way to experiment on the holidays with doing something fresh and innovative like this, because you can see how like it will pay off with your metrics. The next thing is adapting your Halloween email marketing to your industry, or your business exists within the industry, right? So a lot of people think, oh, I'm in a boring business or boring industry. Well, no. Regardless of what business you have, you can get creative, and you don't have to be an e-commerce business. I know those were a lot of examples of product-based like e-commerce businesses. But you can actually bring Halloween to your business no matter what industry you are, and I show a bit of these examples. So for those of you, I'll just go through these. We're not familiar with the company Marketo. It is a marketing and automation technology company. They have a technology product. So they're in services, they're in technology. How did they bring Halloween or spookiness or creativeness to their emails? Well, they create a whole Walking Dead survival guide for digital marketers. So their customers are marketers who use their technology platform, and they create this fun survival guide based off of the TV show Walking Dead, right? It's got zombies, it's all kinds of Halloween goodness wrapped up in there. Another great example of what you might think of a non-typical company that would not care or not bring in the Halloween or holiday aspect to their email content is a job seeking platform. So like maybe like Monster or LinkedIn, right? You know, these type of companies. In this case, it is Career Leaf. And they have in their email the 10 scariest job seekers mistakes. So like you can see from this graphic, it's very scary, it's very spooky, but it's a really great twist on Halloween, and it's providing actually really relevant content. Like you wouldn't want to make these mistakes in your job or in your career, right? So, and I love how they have this little warning here. It's a spooky time of the year with Halloween right around the corner, so don't let the job hunt turn you into a clumsy zombie. Use your brain and avoid these frightening job seeker mistakes. Like, how cute and clever is that, right? They even got like the little half-dead zombie. Some other ones, Experian is, you know, the credit card company. It's interesting that they are doing an email type of like public service announcement with this one, but I really liked it because regardless, like if you have your end customer is, let's say, like for me, my clients are entrepreneurs who are scared of email marketing and are intimidated, right? This would be a great example I could use. Monsters in your email list, right? Like entrepreneurs not looking, you know, in the dark corners and voids and black holes of their email marketing. I know you're all like very, what's the word, avoidant of that, right? And we all have things that we avoid. So I love how they bring like that aspect of like what's lurking in the dark, what are the monsters hiding under the bed, to something like checking your email list. And they have all kinds of like more clever copy. I'll let you read. Fixmo is a technology smartphone company, and they talk about smartphones and tablets in the workplace trick or treat. So there is a little bit of the standard trick or treat here, but at the very bottom, what I really liked, and I'll read this to you if you can't see it, it's called Dead Tech. I thought that was really clever because as you can see, there's a graveyard image here. So cemetery, playing off the theme of the dead, but they're talking about like technology that's dead, you know, like not useful anymore. So I thought that was really great being that they are a technology company, right? Aftermath, I think this is a biohazard type company or something like that. But they use that to their advantage for Halloween, right? The scary truth behind biohazard cleanup. So here they really kind of like go with that horror aspect of like what you could truly be afraid of from a biohazard standpoint. You would never thought like a chemical company could like do something that creative, right? But it just proves that, you know, even like e-commerce businesses that I would say are more easily adaptable for Halloween or holiday email content, this type of company isn't that, and they still made it work. My next favorite one is this medical billing. Coding sitting is killing you. Obviously, they're just like a medical billing company, but we all know like sitting is the new smoking, right? It like slowly kills you, and they play off of that widely known topic and bring it into their email, and they have like a little blog post like talking about how sitting is killing you. But I love the graphic here because it's like literally this like dark like shadow that you can't see because like you don't realize that sitting is killing you, and he's like looming over the person like sitting. It's just like so clever. Halloween email subject lines. This is the last part. So we all know subject lines drive open rates. So it's really important that you nail this. So just like your Halloween costume and like the rest of the aspects of your like email, you should be creative and eye-catching with your subject lines. So remember, you want to keep them short. You want to keep them relevant to the actual contents of your email. You can add spooky emojis, but just don't go overboard on the emojis. But overall, have fun with it. So there are a few examples here from some well-known companies like Blue Apron. They say, forget the candy. The deal is this deal is the sweetest one yet. Land O'Lakes School, treat yourself with these recipes. We transfer pumpkin spice and all things not nice. I think that's kind of clever because it's like rhyming, and they're playing off a different aspect of Halloween. This is something that I would expect to see from maybe Starbucks, you know, because their pumpkin spice lattes are just like, this is that season, right? Fortnum and Mason, so deliciously scary. The thing that's interesting with this subject line that I want to point out is not only are they like wrapping in the whole Halloween like thing with like scary, but they did it in ellipses. So that's another clever thing you can do to help increase your open rates with your subject lines, is to create some sense of mystery so you don't complete the sentence. And I want to know what's so delicious and scary. You didn't even tell me. So I'm going to open to find that out. And that is how you write like a very like kind of like open rate clickbait type of subject line that's really intriguing, right? You kind of just leave the reader hanging in that sense of like, well, what is so delicious and scary? So that's a great way, is keep it short, have like an ellipses, and like fulfill the rest of that sentence through the email content that the reader will read when opening your email. Wishing you a happy Halloween. That's kind of cute. Like instead of witching you. Don't let Halloween sneak up on you. That's a little bit boring for my taste, but you know, it could be relevant to Masterclass audience. They're a clothing company, so Taylor Stitch, a little treat to go with all the tricks this weekend. All treats, no tricks, double, toil and trouble. That one's actually really, really clever. I really like that one because, again, it's focusing on a different aspect of Halloween, like tricks and treats, or treat or trick. Oh my God, can't say that. That's just so like, oh God, how many times have you seen that, right, around Halloween? So think about that when you're writing your emails, right? Think how many times like your reader is going to get other emails from other companies who are like doing this on the regular. So give a different spin to email marketing. Like for Halloween, like we all love that movie with, what is it? I'm totally blanking on it. The Three Witches movie. That's like so, oh, I love it. And I'm just like totally brain dead. But this kind of is like, you know, brings up that memory for me of like, you know, Bernadette, or is it? No, it's not Bernadette Peters. But the three witches that are all like huddled around the cauldron, right? So again, just kind of like capturing that there are other visual representations and elements for play available around a holiday that you can bring into your copy and your content. Paper stores get the spooky bestsellers before they ghost. Huh, that was clever. I really like that because they're playing off of like obviously the ghost element, but they're literally talking about how like before, and they could have said, get these spooky bestsellers before they vanish, right? And you would have been like, but they played off of that idea of disappearance with like the Halloween theme, right? Ghosts are very like, you know, and they're in the Halloween spectrum of like things that are available for you to play with, right? So that concludes our masterclass. This one was a bit short because we dove into something very, very, very specific, campaign ideas and all the kind of things that go around like Halloween email marketing. So if you found this helpful and you would like to work with me long-term, I do have an Art of Email Marketing 6-week accelerator course coming up in January of 2020. So disregard this enroll before October 4th date. If that's something that interests you, just message me or email me. Let me know that you're interested. In this particular accelerator program, it's a group program, so we do it together. We work on, it's a lot of like hands-on experience. And so if you find that you are a self-motivated entrepreneur who needs that hands-on experience and likes working in a group, this is the course for you. I do also offer free personal guidance with my consulting packages that are they're a step beyond the basic email marketing setup. I'm really at your disposal to support you for your email marketing. Like, I get into your email provider, if you have MailChimp or Drip or ConvertKit, whatever it is, like I get in there and I like scour your cobwebs, right? And I'm like, what spiders or monsters are looking in your closet? See what I did there? Just made that content Halloween themed. Okay, that was dorky of me. Moving on. So I provide you a lot of like resources, just hands-on technical support. I also give that personal accountability because I give you things to do weekly that we like check off that are helping you get your email marketing up and running, your workflow set up, so that by the time we're done, you're just like, wow, this was all like implemented. So if you're interested, let's chat. I'd love to book a 30-minute strategy call if that's something that you're interested in. We can talk more about your business. And I just want to thank you all for joining my masterclass. It's been a pleasure to have you. And again, I do these monthlies. The topics are kind of like secret. They come out like really last minute, but they're always really juicy. I guarantee that. And they're always really relevant to usually where entrepreneurs are with their journey in email marketing, if they're considering it or not, or relevant to the season, and how you can at least bring it into one of your marketing channels for your business, so you're not leaving money on the table, you're staying relevant with your customer base, and you're pushing your business to grow in ways that you did not expect. So I will stop sharing my screen. And at this time, I'll take any questions. And yeah, I just want to thank you all for being here.